What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NBA Knowledge. Today we're looking at 4 ways the Brooklyn Nets can overcome injuries to Harden and Kyrie. The Brooklyn Nets suffered a major setback in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Milwaukee Bucks. Not only did they lose the game, but Kyrie Irving also suffered an injury, which does not look good at all. Head coach Steve Nash has said that this won't affect James Harden in his recovery. Kyrie Irving went down hard after a layup and he grabbed his right leg immediately after, and Woj tweeted, quote, "Irving left the building using crutches and with his right ankle in a walking boot," sources told Rachel Nichols. That means it can't be good. So now the Nets find themselves in a whole different situation. Not only is the series tied heading into Game 7, but there's a good chance that Irving and Harden will still be wearing street clothes for Game 7. So how do the Nets find a way to maintain an edge? Well, here are 4 reasons why they can still compete in the playoffs. First, the Nets must remain defensive composure. As soon as Kyrie went down, the Bucks were in cruise control the whole game. That's usually because they don't have the anxiety defensively when Irving isn't around, so they got stops and had offensive momentum. This was also when their shots started to fall, and it helped that there was no room for error. The Bucks also managed to outscore the Nets in transition 26-6 in Game 4. The Nets will significantly miss Irving's defense, but they can still keep up with their intensity. They're not really well known for their defense, but they're also not that bad either. Griffin can still find a way to out-hustle everyone in the front court, while Joe Harris, Nikola Claxton, Jeff Green, and the rest have to play the best defensive games of their lives. At number 2, the Nets still have Kevin Durant. Dubbed the greatest scorer of all time, now is the time for KD to go nuclear. His team needs him even more now that his co-superstars might not be able to suit up. Durant will have to give his team at least more than 35 points if the Nets want a fighting chance. Even if Bucks forward PJ Tucker had pestered him throughout the series, Durant has the ability to score on anyone. Expect Durant to play a lot of minutes, especially if they make it past the Bucks and go on to the Eastern Conference Finals. He'll be playing a lot of minutes. This is an idol, especially coming off the worst injury in sports, but the Nets might need him too. It's going to be interesting to see how Nash adjusts his system. Will Durant be the center of the offense? If that's the case, then this is also an opportunity for the role players to step up and knock down some clutch shots. At number 3, role players for the Nets must play beyond their roles. Similar to what the Lakers did with their star players out throughout the season, the Nets' role players might have to play beyond what is required of them. That means finding new ways to score more and perhaps play some better defense. Griffin, for one, can play like he did in the first game of the series where he scored 18 points alongside 14 rebounds. The big question is, can they remove the scoring load off Durant? And finally, at number 4, home court advantage. The Nets have home court advantage going into Game 7 thanks to the dominant performance of their superstars during the regular season. And if the Hawks beat the Sixers, they will have home court advantage in that series, but if the Sixers find a way to win that series, the Nets don't have home court advantage for the Eastern Conference Finals. The Nets are currently undefeated on their home floor and practically blew out the Bucks in the first 2 meetings. Sure, that was when Irving played, but playing on their home floor has its perks. Role players shoot better, the team itself is more comfortable, and of course, the crowd is on their side. This is still a big but yet underrated factor in this year's playoffs. If Irving and Harden are indeed out for the rest of the series and playoffs, it's going to be tough for the Nets to pull through, but they can still find a way. They do, after all, have the best scorer and arguably player in the world today in KD. So many crazy things have happened in the playoffs, so it's not certain yet that the Bucks have this one in the bag. The Nets can still put up a fight. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video of NBA Knowledge. If you enjoyed, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below if the Nets are going to the finals, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.